Hey, yo, what's good, gang? It's your boy Illuminati 15. I've just tuned in to DPG Gaming. You know the fucking vibes. So today, I got a special treat for you guys. There's a lot of anticipation around the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy game. It is not a Harry Potter game. It is based in 100 years before the Harry Potter events did take place in the wizarding world. Now, everybody knows that for this game, a lot of controversy, but I want to steer away from that for today. And today we're going to be talking about how you can place yourself in a house before the game even comes out. Now, by doing this, you guys will have to go to the wizardingworld.com, making a free account with the Wizarding World website, and then after that, going in to choose your house. As you guys can see on my screen, I already did the survey. I'm not very happy about it, to be very honest, but I do trust within the Wizarding World. As you guys can see, I do consider myself a Gryffindor, but Wizarding World had other news for me. I am officially a Hufflepuff through the Wizarding World. Now, I did choose my house. I chose my I took the test for my Patronus, and I also, you guys can see left, already created my character logo with the background, which is kind of like your profile picture. Now, I'm gonna go into what it means to be a Hufflepuff. We're gonna compare ourselves to some of the Hufflepuffs that have been produced within the Wizarding World that came from Hogwarts. And then after that, we're also gonna go into the meaning of our Patronus and our wand. So let's start off with the house, and let's see what the Wizarding World has to say. All right, so it says, welcome to Hufflepuff. You probably know that some Hufflepuff's most renowned members include Nymphadora Tonks, Cedric Diggory, R.I.P. But did you know that Hufflepuff's house ghost, the Fat Friar, still resents the fact he was never made a cardinal, or that Hufflepuff has produced the fewest dark wizards of any house in Hogwarts? Pause. Right? Because a lot of us think that most dark wizards come Slytherin. But with that quote and that single statement, you can become a dark wizard no matter what house you come from. Which I feel like a lot of people's true colors will be coming out within the Wizarding World in Hogwarts Legacy. But it does say that the main characteristics of a Hufflepuff, as we can see here, is dedication, which I do believe I'm a hard worker. I don't give up on things that I'm passionate about very easily. Patience. This is where I do not find myself to be a Hufflepuff at all. I am the most impatient person in the world. I do not like to wait. When I get an itch for something, I need to complete it. Or I feel like if I need something or if I want something that I'm lacking, I need to figure out the fastest way to obtain it. Loyalty. Definitely a big fact for me. That is definitely a characteristic that is installed within me as a person, as an individual. Any one of my friends that I do consider close can tell you and vouch for me that I am a very loyal person. So it says, our fellow Hufflepuffs, like stated before, Newt Scamander from the Fantastic Beasts series is a Hufflepuff. Cedric Diggory, R.I.P. to the homie, you know he died in a Goblet of Fire. And Nymphadora Tonks, which I believe is one of the Order of the Phoenix members. So that's what's up. I like that. I do feel like I could fit into a Hufflepuff house as an individual, even though I am lacking patience. Message from our prophets. Congratulations, I'm Prophet Gabriel Truman. I am delighted to welcome you to Hufflepuff House. Our emblem is the badger, an animal that is often underestimated because it lives quietly until attacked. but which, when provoked, can fight off animals much larger than itself, including wolves. Our house colors are yellow and black. In our common room lies floors below the ground on the same corridors as the kitchen. Let's read more. Now, there are a few things that you should know about Hufflepuff House. First of all, let's deal with a perennial myth about the place, which is that we're the least clever house. Wrong. Hufflepuff is certainly the least boastful house, but we've produced just as many brilliant witches and wizards as any other. Want proof? Look up Grogan Stump, one of the most popular ministers of magic of all time. He was a Hufflepuff, as were the successful ministers Artemisia, Lufkin, and Dogado McPhail. Then there's World Authority on Magical Creatures with Newt Scamander, Bridget Wentlock, and the famous 13th century Arithmancer, who first discovered the magical properties of the number 7 and henges of woodcraft, who founded the all-wizarding privilege of Hogsmeade, which lies very near Hogwarts School, Hufflepuff's all. So as you can see, we've produced more than our fair share of powerful, brilliant, and daring witches and wizards. But just because we don't shout about it, we don't get the credit we deserve. Ravenclaws in particular assume that any outstanding achiever must have come from their house. I got into a big trouble during the third year for dueling a Ravenclaw prophet, which insisted that Bridget Wentlock had came from his house, not mine. I should have got a week's detentions, but Professor Sprout let me off with a warning and a box of coconut ice. Hufflepuffs are trustworthy and loyal. We don't shoot our mouths off. Which that doesn't fit me as a Hufflepuff. I like to talk my shit. I like to be out there. I like to talk my shit. I like to be in your face like, yeah, I could do this, I could do that. So I don't really feel like I fit as a Hufflepuff in that aspect. But cross us at the peril, like our emblem, the badger will protect ourselves, our friends, and our families against comers. That's a fact. That's definitely me. When it comes down to me protecting myself and me protecting the people that I care about and the ones that I love, I definitely go off. Nobody intimidates us. Yeah, that's definitely me. You cannot put fear in my heart. However, it's true that Hufflepuff is a bit lacking in one area. We've produced the fewest dark wizards of any house in this school. Of course, you'd expect Slytherin to churn out evildoers, seeing as they've never heard of fair play or prefer cheating over hard work any day. But even Gryffindor, the house we get on the best with, has produced few dodgy characters. That's crazy. You would never think that you see a dark wizard come from Gryffindor. What else do you need to know? Oh yes, the entrance to the common room is concealed in a stack of large barrels in a nook of the right-hand side, the kitchen's corridor. Tap the barrel tool from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff, and the lid will swing open. We are the only house in Hogwarts that also has a repelling device for would-be intruders. If the wrong lid is tapped, or if the rhythm of the tapping is wrong, the illegal entrant is doused in vinegar. God damn, you gonna stink. And I've had vinegar in my eyes before, me loving to be in the kitchen, and that shit is nothing to play with. You will hear other houses boast of the security arrangements, but it is so happens that in more than 1,000 years, Hufflepuff's common room and dormitories has never been seen by outsiders like badgers. We know exactly how to lie low and how to defend ourselves. Once open, the barrel crawls inside along the passageway behind it, and you will emerge into the coziest common room of them all. It is round and earthy, low ceiling, and also feels sunny. Its circular windows will have a view rippling grass and dandelions. The rest of it I'm not going to read, but we kind of got what we needed from this. Hufflepuff, loyal, brave, and very on point defensive type of wizard. So that's something that I do. I fall into. Patience I lack, but who doesn't lack patience in certain aspects? So now that we've read up on what it means and what comes along with being a Hufflepuff, let's go into my Patronus. So the Patronus that cast it for myself is the dolphin. Let's see if we can cast it so you get you guys a small view of what it looks like. That's tough. I like that. So it says the Patronus turned. It was certainly back towards Harry's across the still surface of water. It wasn't a horse. It wasn't a unicorn either. It was a stag. It was shining brightly in the moon above. It's from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Let's see what my Patronus being the dolphin means about me as an individual. So it says that the most popular Patronus is the dolphin. It's a good thing that dolphins are the most common Patronus form because they are friendly, sociable mammals. They live in pods, communicate in squeaks, whistles, and clicks, and are incredibly playful creatures. If you have a dolphin as a Patronus, perhaps it matches your own extroverted personality. If that doesn't sound like you, maybe deep down you're more outgoing than you thought. So I do feel like my Patronus does fit me. Prior to being a streamer, I did spend a lot of time in the nightlife, promoting parties as an event planner. So I do feel like my Patronus does fit me. I am a very social person. I am friendly. I am very easily approachable. But also being a Hufflepuff, I do keep my guards up, and I am very defensive of who I allow to come within my inner circle. So I do feel like the wizarding world is doing right by me right now at this moment. So let's go back to our profiles. So technically, having the dolphin Patronus means that you're a very extroverted person, you're very social, and that you're very friendly towards others. And let's go into our wands. So my wand came out to be the vine wood with a unicorn's core, 13 and 3/4 inches. Now, I do believe that is the second largest size to a wand. I do believe that wands do start at 9 or 10 inches, and the longest wand is 14 inches. So let's read about our wand and see what makes our wand different from others. It says 13 and 3/4 with a quite bendy, flexible wood. So it says the druids considered anything with a woody stem as a tree, and vines makes wands as of such a special nature that I have been happy to continue their ancient tradition. Vine wands are among less common types and have have been intrigued to notice that their owners are nearly always those witches or wizards who seek a greater purpose, who have a vision beyond the ordinary, and who frequently astound those who think they know them best. Vine wands seem strongly attracted by personalities with hidden depths and have found them more sensitive than others when it comes to instantly detecting a prospective match. Reliable sources claim that these wands can emit magical effects upon mere entrance into their room of a suitable owner, and I have twice observed the phenomenon in my own shop. So technically, a vinewood wand is not your most common wand. It is a rare wand. And on top of that, it does sense to find an owner and a home with people that have higher trains of thought and have a bigger look at things from a bigger perspective or a bigger picture, and do seem to visualize and have a bigger, more outgoing vision than others. The wand chooses the wizard. Remember, Mr. Ollivander. See, I like this. Hermione was my wifey in Harry Potter. So right here it says Hermione Granger's wand was made of vinewood and possessed a dragon's heartstring core. Owners of vinewood wands are nearly always those who seek a greater purpose, according to Mr. Ollivander. Now, characters like Hermione, her bigger purpose, she wanted to cause change. She wanted to see kind of like equality with half-bloods and non-pure bloods. And we do see in the books and in the movies that she does put this aspect of equality and does put in work for the elves to have equal rights and no longer be enslaved to magical families. So that is part of her higher purpose and her end goal. I do believe in the books with the cursed child, Hermione does reach to being the leader. She does end up being the minister of magic at a certain point. So that is very dope. Very dope. So let's go into our core. My wand has a unicorn core in it. Unicorn hair generally produces the most consistent magic and is least subject to fluctuations and blockages. Wands with unicorn core are generally the most difficult to turn to the dark arts. But we do have people like Malfoy's dad. His wand does have a unicorn core. I do remember that in the movies and in the books. And that is also the wand that he submits willingly to Dumbledore when not Dumbledore, to Voldemort, when Voldemort does notice that the Elder Wand is not fully his, and he also notices that he cannot kill Harry with his own wand. The wands won't let them kill each other. They are the most faithful of all wands and usually remain strongly attached to their first owner, irrespective of whether he or she was an accomplished witch or wizard. Minor disadvantages of unicorn hair are that they do not make the most powerful wands. Although the wand wood may compensate, and that they are prone to melancholy. I'm sorry if I chopped that. Melancholy, if seriously manhandled, melancholy if seriously mishandled, meaning that the hair may die and need replacing. Okay. Going to the length. 3 3/4, 13 3/4 inches of length. The following notes on a wand's length and flexibility are taken from notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick and Garrick Ollivander, the wand maker. Most wands will be in the range of between 9 and 14 inches, while I have sold extremely short wands, 8 inches and under. The very long wands over 15 inches, they are exceptionally rare. In that later case, a physical peculiarity demanded the excessive wand length. However, abnormally short wands usually select those whose character something is lacking rather than those rather than because they are physically undersized. Many small witches and wizards are chosen by longer wands. Following the notes and wand length and flexibility are taken by subject Mr. Gary and Ollivander 1. Wand flexibility or rigidity denotes the degree of adaptability and willingness to change possessed by wand and owner pair. Although, again, this factor ought not be considered separately from the wand wood, core, and length, nor do the owner's life experience and style of magic, all of which will combine to make the wand in question unique. So this is very interesting. I'm looking forward to what my wand is gonna look like. In the Hogwarts Legacy. This is something that really strikes my interest. I do believe that this is something that can easily strike the curiosity of a lot of individuals. And like I said, I do respect the Wizarding World. I do feel like a lot of the characteristics that they played on and call out, I do see in myself. I do respect that they placed me in the Hufflepuff house. Now, for the simple fact that this game is actually, for you to complete the whole game, there is 120 hours of quests. You do have to play every house. So I'm going to put up a poll before the game comes out, before I get my... I'm going to ask you guys, should I start off as a Gryffindor as I feel? Or should I respect the Wizarding World and start off as a Hufflepuff? I'm going to let you guys choose that days before the game comes out. And then we're going to go on that adventure together. So on that note, I hope you guys appreciate the video. This is your boy Illuminati 15. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Stay tuned. I do have a debate coming up with a streaming buddy of mine, with a colleague, I might say, and we both dib and dab in the streaming world. I'm over here on Twitch. So on that note, I'm gonna appreciate if you guys tune in. We will be going live, I believe Thursday or Friday, to take on this debate for you guys. Tune in. If you're a Wizarding fan, tune in. Show love. Appreciate you guys. And I hope to see you guys soon. Wizarding World, the open Wizarding World is upon us. 7 days, baby. I can't wait to see what you guys put out into the world as content creators. And I hope that I can keep you guys entertained myself as we step into this adventure that we've waited 15 years. So on that note, is your boy Illuminati 15. Guys, later. Avada Kedavra!